I just did the wrong intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Generation X-Wing podcast, a modern look at a retro lifestyle. My name is Rob Williams, and I'm here with...
Not ready to believe.
I don't understand what happened. The video looks like... I don't know what happened. Oh,
do you want to take two?
No, we're live. We're doing it live. Holy cow. I'm Rob Williams, and I'm here with...
Jamie Pale Rider.
As well as...
Steve, slightly let down 3.
Right?
I was rocking out. I was ready to come through.
I mean,
blast
the
out.
intro was still pretty sick.
Oh, it was definitely sick.
But
yeah.
Speaking of sick, before we get started, did everybody see Steve's intro this Saturday? We're all getting fancy intros. We're all getting fancy intros.
I was inspired by Rob, man.
Yeah.
Rob's like throwback we got for the Stranger Things, throwback and feel. I was like, man, that's cool. I wonder how we do that. And I had to Google and I had to figure out how to do it. And I had a lot of fun with it. And I feel it's only the beginning.
In case you missed it,
intros.
We're doing
you got it. You got it.
Yes. Look at this intro.
I love that. It just looks like all the knowledge is going into his head.
Do you look at the way it's expanding at the bottom? And if you could get the music right now, you love it. If you can't hear the music, go back.
Is it copyright free? Because I don't know if we can use it if it's copyright free.
It's on the creation. It's on the creation side, so I didn't make it.
I'm so sad that I missed this on Saturday. I tuned in literally 5 seconds after the intro ended.
Look at that face. I want that face to zoom in.
God.
I just bending right down his gullet.
It's actually starting to fuck with me a little bit. It feels like it is coming right towards
me. That was the idea. And then what I want to happen is that when you close your eyes to get rid of that, you can, because it's coming towards you.
Look at this intro.
That's very Brit.
Look at that handsome bastard. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm wearing the same hat.
Right. Anyways, if you want to check them out live, Saturday mornings typically on DL44.
Yeah. As you can tell, everybody,
intro.
I've got rid of all my toys. I've decided I'm
taking
done.
Golf.
I'm done. I don't need it anymore. I got rid of all my shelves, all my micro galaxies. I'm done. And I brought this beautiful piece of art.
Sold it all for that.
That is pretty beautiful.
Sold it all.
How about that lamp? Did you buy that lamp?
I love lamp.
I love lamp. Thank you. I was hoping for that.
It's a sweet lamp.
Okay, we're going to do some shout outs. First of all, people here. First of all, Seb. You all know Seb. Wonderful Seb. He's online on Instagram. How you doing, Seb?
What?
Tony in the house, of course. Hey. He was here only 2 hours ahead, so that's a little bit disappointing, Tony. HR is in the room to make sure everybody's on task here. Tauk.
Ready to believe HR.
What does tout say backwards? I can't figure this out.
Is it short for kumquat? Like quat?
I'm not sure. Quatto.
We got VJ Baby, of course. Hello, VJ Baby. And my mouse just died. And I have no more mouse. Yep,
Here,
it is now.
I got it.
Oh, it's back.
All right.
I don't know what happened there.
Never mind then.
I apologize. Ultra Carter Zilla 6939.
Yeah.
He's into house. What up, Robin Williams, Jamie Nanu, and Steve 3.
Good morning. Good evening.
Go on, Ultra Carter.
There you go. So it's definitely got a lot of people in the house here. I'm really happy about this. This was an impromptu podcast. I know Tony was saying, I did not expect this tonight. And we kind of were planning it at last minute, especially with the news of Kathleen Kennedy retiring. And Jamie was just like, we got to do a show about this.
I want to talk Star Wars.
Talk Star Wars? Oh, okay. If we have to. Now, I think this is going to be a good discussion because I know, Jamie, you're very in tune with what's going on. I don't know about you, Steve, but I kind of stay away from a lot of the news behind the scenes. It's just too much for me now. I don't want to see how the sausage is made anymore. Just show me the movie.
Talk about sausage. HR's in the house. Dude, you're in the chat right now.
So
talking about sausage.
Well, my sausage is keen on the news. I'm very excited about the news.
I know we can see.
I don't think you could say your sausage is keen either.
Well, we can see a little bit of it.
You've just said it too. We've all said it now.
Fuck.
If you could kind of just tilt the camera up a bit there, so you're not seeing so much of the sausage. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why it's pointing up. I'm not wearing pants right now, everybody.
Sitting on a parting couch.
Can we just say that though? Tony did state that he got my package. As
yes,
we talked about sausages.
You sent him sausages?
I sent him my package.
Send him something.
Yeah, That's great though, Tony. I hope you enjoy. I hope it brought you as much joy as it brings me.
Okay, Tao, HR immediately disapproves.
Yeah.
I can't keep track of what she's disapproving with now.
I forgot what we were talking about that got us in trouble with HR. I'm pretty sure it had to do with pork products, though.
Oh, we can't forget.
Hi, Mr.
Nerd affiliated. What up, Archer?
Oh, guess who's in the house here? Mr. Warren. He's on Instagram. Hello.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what country you're in now. I don't know if you're in Hawaii, if you're in Mexico, touring the world, but hello out there. So, Jamie, so since we're talking about Kathleen Kennedy and we're trying to figure out, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here because I'm a fan of Star Wars. I don't know if you know that. And the news of Kathleen Kennedy retiring, not being fired.
She didn't retire. She changed positions.
She changed positions.
Stepping down.
She stepped down as president.
As she's basically started the process of retiring. I feel
okay,
like she's,
all right.
She's what, 72?
She's still going to be producing. Yeah, she's 72, man. She's still going to be producing in a capacity.
Yeah.
Or she's still going to be in a producing capacity for the company. But she's stepping down as president. And that role is being shared by Mr. Filoni. And, oh my God, I've forgotten her name.
I got it.
I totally blanked.
When I heard stepping down, I immediately went retire because I'm at that age now where that's the
Lin-Wen
Brennan, yeah. So
who's been basically Kennedy's right hand on the business side of things for years. She in the interview, Kennedy says like Lin-Wen Brennan has been running the business alongside me. So she comes out of ILM 16 years as general manager and then transitioned into being the general manager for Lucasfilm.
Help me out with the math here. How long has it been since the handover?
Like 16
from Lucas
years.
16. Like, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Brennan was Kennedy's key financial partner and business partner running the company since Disney acquired them. So like basically like in its current state, the Filoni's new partner in crime has basically just been helping Kennedy with that side of the business, which is crazy.
Okay. So question from Tony here, which is the same question I have. When is her last day as head? Do we know?
I don't know.
No.
It'll be one day she's gone, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, I'm sure, if you want to be a responsible business leader, you want to have like a ramp up and a roll off. So you want to have that overlap and make sure
handover.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't just like smoke bomb and you're out of here. Like you got to make sure that Filoni and Brennan are set up for success, which I'm sure they are, but just to ease them into that.
But he's still a chief, right? He's still chiefing, chief creative officer or whatever it is, as well as president.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Which, is the perfect position for him as kind of the key Star Wars nerd in the company, along with Pablo Hidalgo.
Yeah.
Pablo.
So tell me, because as an outsider, I look at her announcement, and there are jeers and cheers, obviously, and
obviously there's going to be jeers.
Yeah, I know that you had this discussion with on Archer's show just a couple days ago. Well, Steve just kind of mutters around with his microphone. So I know that you and Archer had a discussion about this, but we haven't had the discussion yet. So give me some positives on obviously her career. Let's look at the
career.
What's happened.
Is insane. It is basically unparalleled. So like even just, and this was a thing, like all you have to do is go to her IMDb page and just scroll down to the bottom and then start scrolling up. Spoiler alert, it starts with Poltergeist and E.T. in the same year and goes from there into Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Gremlins, The Goonies, Back to the Future, The Color Purple, The Money Pit, Inner Space, Empire of the Sun, Batteries Not Included. I can go on. That was just 5 years. That was the first 5 years of her career, and I skipped some.
Yeah.
It's like she has had a legendary career in Hollywood, to say the least.
Yep. Yeah. Most of it, you can pretty much guarantee if you enjoyed a film in your Gen X days, that name is going to be associated to it.
Yeah, like was Robert Zemeckis, Steven Spielberg, or George Lucas involved? Odds are so was she.
Yeah.
Which is bananas when you think about it. Yeah, just an insane career.
Sausages.
Sausages.
What was her influence on Star Wars then? Like,
so she's always been a producer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're a money person. You're watching the budget. And again, I'm not in the film industry. This is just my understanding based on reading. But yeah, you're basically watching the money and making sure that they're staying within the budget, and you're just helping get shit done.
Okay, so like, because I hear that when people talk about God, Star Wars fans are the worst fans ever. So nobody hates Star Wars more than a Star Wars fan. But
Yes.
when I hear like people like celebrating this departure, why do you think that
so
is?
dumb? Because they don't understand the business.
So educate me then.
So when people celebrate her leaving, which is stupid, by the way, it's they think that she basically is the be all and end all, and is writing the movie, she's starring in them, she's filming them with her personal camera, and she's funding them with her own wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if people don't understand that movies are made by literally thousands of people. And Kathleen Kennedy answers to someone at Disney. It's not like the buck doesn't stop with her. Lucasfilm got bought by Disney, and that has implications.
Yeah.
So
But it's fair to say that she would have some influence over decision making and direction of said films. It's not guaranteed that she gave all the thumbs up, but then had to come back and say, sorry guys, Disney won't let me, right? So
yep, totally.
That's what ends up happening, right?
Yeah. And like at the end of the day, like she's part of the green light process for what they make and what they don't make. And she talks about what's currently in the process of being greenlit or not in her interview. There's a lot of cool shit kind of on the back burner in various stages of development. But yeah, the interview on the I think it was a Hollywood Reporter is really good. I highly recommend reading it. It's a great read, but she talks about that side of the business. And like, you see people like Matt Damon talk about this too, where you don't get risky or even radically different movies anymore just because of how the business has evolved, because you don't make movies anymore for $10 million or $20 million. You make movies for 100, 150, $200 million, meaning that there's more riding on it if it fails.
Yeah.
So the studios
don't want to take that gamble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, straight from our interview. If there's not someone on the money side of things willing to take a risk, we're going to get the same movies over and over and over and over. Yeah. And that is a chief complaint of Hollywood this day and age.
Yeah, I saw something recently this week where Bob Iger was saying that George Lucas was thoroughly disappointed with what he saw in Force Awakens.
Yeah,
and his biggest reason for that disappointment was the fact there was nothing new. It was regurgitated shit, and that's what he didn't appreciate. But Bob Iger in the interview still went on to say, well, he just obviously didn't understand it. We got these fans that we need to adhere to, and it's not the case. The fans don't
George
want
Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, doesn't understand.
Yeah, you don't understand. We got that's the problem with the studios, is they won't take the risk, and they just try to find a way to bottom feed off an already established fandom.
Totally.
And it's just failing at every turn.
Yeah. And George Lucas is like the king risk taker in Hollywood for decades.
Yeah.
Like that was his whole shtick.
No, but it's not. Sorry, Joe.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, every movie he was always trying to develop and incorporate some new technology or technique into movie making, and if he wasn't, he had failed himself. Like that was his like key driver in these movies, was he was always wanting to push the medium. Like he was the first to the gate with so many different technologies, having had a hand in inventing a lot of them. So I totally get it.
I feel it's also had an effect on the storytelling too, but I mean that's just going to another whole direction of questioning the story versus the technology of the old Star Wars.
Well, and even the old Star Wars, like like the original trilogy, George Lucas basically wrote the original treatments, But then those movies he handed off to professional writers. And they did rewrites, they did edits. Carrie Fisher had a hand in rewriting and script doctoring. Like it's such a collaborative process.
And George's wife was a big part of how successful the movies were with the editing as well.
Well, right? A New Hope, and the editing bay, absolutely. Yeah, and like there's, I have a hard time disputing or arguing the fact that A New Hope was saved in the editing room, but like, it's crazy.
But it's the ideas that have to come from somewhere, right?
Totally, yeah. And he's the creator, he's the idea guy. But like, that's not Kathleen Kennedy. She's not the ideas person.
To me, it's going to be so funny, man. All these people that are celebrating, like Ewoks pounding on the trooper helmets. It's going to be great now. I can see every single one of those 50 million people out there that are doing it are going to be like, oh, I'm finally going to get what I've been dreaming Star Wars is going to be about now.
Because Hollywood,
the only hindrance.
Dude, go and change Hollywood as a business and as a culture. Then you might get your change, or maybe convince George Lucas to come back to Star Wars. Oh wait, you chased him away with your rampant negativity.
But I honestly feel that after a while, you need fresh ideas and fresh blood.
You do.
It doesn't matter what you did back in your heyday. To constantly do that for your career is hard. And with any studio head and with any studio that's full of old men with loads of money and lots of problems, they now want to just make sure they keep all that money and then not take risks. So you need to flush out the old shit after a while and start with something adventurous and new. And I'm wondering if we're going to see that with more independent movies now that AI is kicked in for writing and AI is kicked in for ideas and everything's going to the small screen, handheld phone type thing. Hopefully we're going to go back to these young, aspiring, independent movie makers that can give us something exciting.
That's really where the young or the new exciting ideas come from. But like, sorry, Rob.
No problem.
This is a thought I needed to get out. A key part of that too is that Disney is a publicly traded company. They are responsible to keep their stockholders happy. And the only way they're happy is if you're making money. They don't care if you made an awesome movie that maybe wasn't as popular and didn't make as much money. All they care about is dollars. They don't give a shit if you have fresh new ideas in the pipe.
Yeah.
So you talked about getting rid of the old guard, Steve, but isn't that what this is? I mean, Kathleen Kennedy is old guard.
Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to allude to, Rob.
100%. We talk about all her great stuff she did before, but now more recently, if I'm looking at her list here, Indiana Jones's movie. We've got, hang on, we got here a couple sequels and stuff. Some are really amazing, and some are just like BFG. And obviously, you're not The Last Airbender. I think that was the bad one. I mean, so obviously everybody's going to have the positive negatives. So do you, with her, one of the old guards stepping down, do you think that things will change with God, why am I going?
Star Wars in a whole and Disney as a whole?
Yeah.
I'm going to be really interested to watch this space. There's nothing against, Dave Filoni and everyone else that's coming in to do it, but I feel we're still going to have the same handcuffs attached to a lot of decision making.
Yeah, what I feel too.
The business is not changing.
But who knows? I mean, you got a really powerful woman there that's done so much for her life.
Totally.
And has probably stood there and stood up to a lot of people who have tried to change it just because of who they are and what they are. So you got to respect the just the influence and power that woman has been able to put out there in Hollywood, which is a hard thing to do.
She's got like the reputation equivalent of "fuck you" money.
I really don't know if it's going to change a lot of what we're going to get.
I could even go the opposite direction, because if Filoni is in there, I mean, Filoni's a great storyteller. We know he's had amazing ideas and stuff. Some have been really good, some have been okay. But I mean, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. And he isn't old guard. He isn't fuck you money. He's kind of in the newer area. Do you think
he's new to live action? Absolutely.
Do you think he could compete with the Disney stock? So
but like,
are we going to get more of the crappy shit?
I assume that's why we have his partner in crime, Linwin, who's been basically shadowing and working alongside Kathleen Kennedy for the last several number of years on the business side of things. Like someone like that is the perfect counterpart to Dave Filoni, because Filoni is new to live action filmmaking, but he knows the brand inside and out.
Yeah.
He knows Star Wars.
Yes, he does.
Like he's a holocron with legs.
Yeah, I mean, they've already started going after Dave as well, right? Because of his comments.
Before,
his comments he made about
happened.
Andor, and
yeah,
until you watch the full interviews and stuff, people are trying to.
He got misquoted.
In conversations like this, it comes that you'll have people come across and just off. I heard from John, and John told Dave, and Dave came back to Bob. Okay. Bob says that Dave Filoni hates Andor.
Yeah,
right. But what it is that he appreciates the shit out of it, and he thinks it's amazing. But it's not his cup of tea to a way to tell a Star Wars story. That doesn't mean he doesn't like it, but he doesn't want to make that style. But there's plenty of people out there that can make it, and there's plenty of room for people out there that want to make it.
And that's he what Kathleen Kennedy was doing so well, right?
I don't know. Something went wrong somewhere.
Well, yeah, but at least like Kathleen Kennedy you could see that she was at least trying to do different things with Star Wars. Like, yeah, maybe it's not a good idea if Filoni just wants to do the same thing over and over. Where like Kathleen Kennedy, we got Acolyte, we got a Solo movie, but we got Andor and Rogue One and all that stuff. Like they're different things, and so she's trying different things with the brand.
Yeah, and again, we don't like to speculate and predict the future or get too deep into what's coming, but I honestly feel this is going to be a very interesting time for me watching what goes on in the Star Wars fandom. I'm a massive fan of Star Wars, like Rob says, right? But do I feel as passionate about everything that I see nowadays? No. Do I go back to the feeling I got when I watched the old stuff and the stuff that makes me happy that I see now? Yeah, I don't have to watch everything. I don't have to like anything. But what I am really interested to see is, will everyone just accept at some point?
No.
Or are we going to see another round of digging?
All the hate is all just going to filter on it. Like you said, it already started to filter on to Filoni with the Ahsoka stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
we're going to see. We're going to find out, right?
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
If Filoni, when he first started out and he was saying all the right things in the interview and people recognized him as basically George Lucas's spiritual successor, he was the golden child.
Yeah.
But as soon as he started making things that old grumpy bastards didn't like, they immediately jumped down his throat. Like it's going to be the same thing no matter who's in charge, because that's what the Star Wars fandom is, and that's what the Hollywood business is.
Well, maybe
his hands are tied.
Yeah, maybe it's just one of those things. And I hate to say it, but there are going to be people, if it doesn't work this time around, you're going to be saying that maybe you've just milked the cow and there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Right.
And
where do we go next? There's so many stories to be told in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right. And there's so many things we haven't got in that universe. But when are we going to see that first leap forward into something totally different?
I don't know if we will.
Well,
I don't think we will.
Hang on, totally different. I mean, isn't there talk of like a Star Wars horror movie?
Yeah.
There's totally talks different. Of it.
Is it talk or is it for sure?
Well, me and Jamie were hoping it was the Ewok.
Hunt movie. Ewok Hunt the movie.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Also,
I hate horror.
But is the only thing that's going to keep people happy is if it gets dark and there's murder and there's blood and gore. Is that all we're missing from Star Wars?
No, in the end, it's still like a younger brand name. It's still meant to get rides in there, but you have those sort of things for the older crowd. I think Andor is for the older kids. Aren't watching Andor, and neither are me and Jamie, and apparently James Warren is not watching it either.
Yeah. The thing is, adults aren't going to enjoy stuff that's built around a child's enjoyment.
Yeah. Did you all enjoy Young Jedi Adventures?
No, I don't, and I choose not to watch it. Right?
Like you don't have to, right? Like,
yeah, I don't.
That's the beauty of it.
But the thing is, kids aren't going to understand anything, and kids aren't. Why would you want your kids to watch something graphic and horrible? And do you now want to take away Star Wars from the kids because you want it all to be graphic and terrible?
I feel like the old vocal minority, yes, they absolutely would, but that's obviously not the right call. Also, James, I am trying to watch the Instagram chat. It is a Death Star ice cube in my glass.
Do you think we're missing the direction? Like, okay, like I know people are gonna hate this, but is this really kid focused anymore? I know the rides are, but I don't know if the TV shows are. Maybe Skeleton Crew?
Some they're trying to get a wider range of things out there.
Yeah.
Like
it's a lot of competition for kids. There's like my students, there's
totally.
like 1 or 2 kids that I know of in my classes that are into it. The rest are just like
any business that's trying to make money, any business that has shareholders, stockholders, they're always going to be trying to grow their audience.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't grow your audience by making the same thing over and over. So that's why I feel like Kathleen Kennedy even had the amount of leeway she did to greenlight some of the more divergent stuff that we got, like Andor.
But I think when I look at when you go to a toy store, you look at the younger toys, they are still original trilogy designed. Rarely do you see the Rey and the sequel stuff. I mean, you see that in the parks, and I'm kind of leading into something here that I know that got all of us excited.
Yes.
See, it's now like Disney itself is tilting back towards the OT. We're going to see Vaders and original TKs as opposed to new TKs. Well, they'll probably both be there, right? You're going to have a Rey, you're going to have a Mando, but you're also
why would you not want both?
Yeah, I mean, they're still iconic, right?
Why wouldn't you want fucking clones running around?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, just cover all 3 major trilogies, man. It would be wicked.
Yeah,
that's a thing. Like they by doing that, they appeal to a wider spectrum of fans, right? Mm-hmm. Like that was one thing that I pulled from her interview is she fully acknowledges like you can't please everybody. This is a direct quote from her. You can't please everybody. All you can do is try and tell good stories and try to stick to the essence of what George created. She said he embedded incredible values into Star Wars and what it has to say. The whole idea of hope and fun and entertainment in what he's done over the years, that's what she tried to preserve. It was straight from that exit interview she did.
Mm-hmm. Steve, what do you think about the original trilogy stuff heading to the parks? Because you have more access than we do.
I'm super excited. I honestly think I've always thought it was a mistake to just anchor yourself into that one trilogy or that one era. I really do. I feel it was almost to me. It felt like we were being forced to want to like it. We have such a wide take on what can for me, Rob, you've been there. The land is immersive, mm-hmm. and it's not immersive because it's set in the time of the prequels. It's immersive because you enter through the gates and you're in a different world. And to me, I don't even feel we need to have separate areas of the park where you only get to see this or you only get. I don't feel we even need that. But to be pigeonholed into one thing and one thing only, it didn't work. I mean, honestly, the Kylo Ren character, it was menacing and exciting to see coming to the screen. But when they didn't develop that character's ambition, apart from, there was nothing intimidating about that character after the first movie for me. And I don't think they know what they wanted to do with him. I really don't. And so to go into the park and see him coming, you're almost like, ooh, Kylo's coming. And when he walk up to you, he's going to say, you have what I want. Oh, but that was the first movie, dude. Like, what else are you going to do? You're just going to stand there with your arm outstretched trying to steal my lightsaber? And it's just, there was no...
question to you is, like, Darth Vader, is it fair to say that if it was Darth Vader in the park, that it was like one of the first things you see and he's walking towards you in the park, you would have a stronger reaction?
Gotcha, because it's an imposing character, and every single time he was on the scene, it was an imposing character. You didn't know which way it was going to go. He couldn't be really trusted because he was so menacing and evil.
My question there is, do you think that's at least partly because he's part of our childhood? Like we saw him first as a kid, and that kind of visceral reaction is just kind of built into the core of our being.
I would say that's got a major part to do with it for people our age who did experience it that way, that had it come into your body at a young age and your mind at a young age. You'll chase that feeling for your whole life and try and get that feeling again, but you never really will, because your mind is already closed off to that new thing that's going to come along.
I totally agree.
You're never going to get that. Nostalgia is going to keep you buying toys, keep
it's
you
huge.
going back. You can't get rid of that.
Like, why would they have limited themselves from eliciting that reaction in people old enough to afford tickets to their parks?
But to be fair, this move they've done, they haven't lied about it. Like, we've had this great idea. They've said that they have listened to the feedback, and they're actioning the feedback from the fans, they're actioning the feedback from the patrons, and they're making these changes. And I think that's commendable, to swallow your pride and finally say, okay, let's bring this in. And I'm super excited for what they're going to do. So are we going to talk about this now? Because I think it might be
let's do it.
But we're not going to lose what was built. It's all going to be, they're not going to build a new park and base it on scenes that we know, because you don't have to do that. Batuu would have existed in the original trilogy. It's going to have existed in the prequels. It's going to have existed in the sequels. But it wouldn't have been as developed, and it wouldn't have been the way we see it at the moment, because we're way off. We're into the future. So what they're going to do is they're going to backdate the look of everything that we know and love, and they're going to make it
dress it up,
fit,
right?
Make it fit into this original trilogy. Take it back in time,
right?
So that's going to be fun to see, that everything you're used to visiting is going to be different. That's a huge undertaking for a park, right?
Yeah, dude.
We're going to get,
that's massive.
They're not going to change Rise of the Resistance, because Rise of the Resistance can't be changed. That just can't be changed. So you're still going to get your sequels, your sequel love in that ride. You're still going to get Rey, still going to get BB-8. You're going to get, all the stuff that we see in that ride, and that area is still going to keep all the ships and stuff based in that period.
So my question for you, from someone who's been on the ride and got married on the ride.
I didn't get married on that ride, but
no, not on that one, but on the Falcon. I have a question about that, because I've never been there. Would it be possible in your mind to just rejig that into the asteroid chase from Empire?
I don't know if they can you're talking about making it similar to Star Tours, right? Where you jump on and you don't know which ride that's going to be difficult in an interactive ride, because you're in this industry. You can't just select the game. There's a lot of work to go into that, right? When they first did the ride, it was a really long time coming before we got that picture perfect screen that we get and fly and control, because you control the Falcon. You're steering it left and right. You're steering it up and down. You're crashing. It's reacting to your moves. You're pressing the buttons. You're shooting it's really interactive.
That's so cool.
So that takes a lot of developers to make it feel realistic and get it up on the screen there for when you're in. Plus, it's not just one. They got to do it for however many capsules they've got in those two spinning wheels, right? So that ride is, you got to get all that done. But they're already doing it for what we know and love now with Mando. So Mando and Grogu are going to be part of that ride now. So we've already got another ride coming, which is going to be released soon, where you're going to get to fly along with Mando and Grogu rather than just Chewie and Hondo.
I wasn't aware of that.
Cool.
So we're already
really cool.
Yeah,
so
we've already.
So are they making like another ship, or is Mando flying the Falcon? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's going to be the Falcon.
So Mando's in the Falcon.
You're in the Falcon, but Mando's going to be involved. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I would assume then maybe he's like leading it, and you got to follow him.
It's going to be a different game, so to say. It's going to be a different experience for people going.
Cool.
So they've already planned that. We know that's coming, so that's going to be cool. So we've got Mando represented, and we got Mando walking around with Grogu, right? Then we got the prequels represented, and we got Rey walking around. We got BB-8. Right, we got the First Order troopers, probably. Kylo, unfortunately, for the sounds of it, and I could be wrong, but this made me laugh, because I don't know, Rob, if you experienced this when you went there, but you could see Darth Vader currently at the park, but you have to be a Disney card holder, like credit card holder, and you have to go to where the launch pad used to be, which you could go in, and they used to have props and artwork, and it was a really cool area of Tomorrowland. But they closed it down, and it's now like a VIP snack bar area for people who are, go in there who have magic keys. But around the back of this building, it was like what did I compare it to the other day? Bob Silent Bob. It was like going around the corner and seeing Silent Bob standing outside the shop doing a dodgy deal. You would go around the back, you would line up, and one by one you go around there, and you see Darth Vader come out from behind a wall. And I'm joking. Put out the cigarette. I'm on, and he'll come over.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to get fired from the Disney parks.
Yeah, he'll come over, and there's just no light, there's no backdrop. It's just a back alley. So Vader's going to be back out in the limelight, and Kylo's going to be put into the photo op. So
well, hopefully they get some equal visitation rights, but
we're bringing OT characters back to the park, which is what we want to talk about, right? So we're going to get Han Solo, we're going to get Leia, we're going to get Vader, we're going to get original trilogy stormtroopers. This is just fun for me. I've been waiting.
Troopers,
is
absolutely what I'm missing in the videos and screenshots I see. Walking around the Millennium Falcon, man. Like that's so cool.
And we're also not just going to be penciled into Star Wars: A New Hope. In fact, we're not just penciled into Return of the Jedi, or they're going to do both Return of the Jedi and Empire versions. And I think Han is going to be Empire, brown pants, yellow stripes. I think that's what I heard. So that would be really cool.
What's he wearing up top? Because brown pants is Empire or Jedi.
True. It's going to be probably blue jacket, right? Blue jacket, white shirt. I would think.
Yeah.
What we see in Empire. Yeah. I would think. Who knows? But that means we're also going to get. So we're going to get.
Han, then they can switch it up too, right?
Right.
Because if you switch him up, then you get different versions of Leia and Luke running around too.
Well, I thought that we were going to get like Hoth Leia or Rebel Leia from Return of the Jedi, but apparently what they're going to do, and I haven't had it 100% confirmed in my brain, but what I was told, I think it was Ryan was telling me that they're actually going to do from the graphic novel Leia. They're actually going to do what they call
the adventure Leia.
They're going to do adventure Leia with a holster,
with the vest
and the hair. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what they're going to do.
Her default look from Battlefront 2, which they took from the comics.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is amazing. Yeah, that's a cool look. Interesting. So that's
and it's probably easier to pull off, right?
Probably.
And you get, so it's gonna be these are face characters, and they got to work. And Disney's pretty good most of the time.
Well, I mean, I've seen videos of the Rey in the parks, and she is outstanding.
Yeah, like a spitting image.
Yeah, like spitting image, and just like the voice, everything. Like if you don't look too close, you'd swear it's Daisy Ridley walking around in costume.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Cool. So right now you think about character appearances walking around or character interactions you can have. Think about what they've given us now, and the options we can have now if they run this properly and it's not always segregated to be the same ones all the time. And we always have these special appearances for a while as well. So far, if we think about what we've had, we've got Rey, BB-8, got Chewbacca, we got Luke Skywalker, we got R2-D2, we got Mando with Grogu walking around.
Fennec Shand was up there.
We've had Fennec Shand.
Yeah.
We've had Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Ahsoka. We've had Sabine.
Yeah.
Right.
Sabine.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. We had during Star Wars nights. So we've had all these characters that they've already played around with. I think on one Star Wars night I went there was Zam Wesell running around, which is really cool.
Oh, sick. That's so cool.
But I'm excited about it. It's going to be a new lease of life, because there's nothing better for me of just going into that park, sitting down and absorbing it, sitting down, grabbing a drink or just grabbing a rest with a bit of it, and you just hear TIE fighters flying over. You hear
you just get to be in it.
Land. Yeah,
it's to be in Star Wars.
I had fond memories when we went there, and it was late at night. It was just late night. Sorry, it was just setting. The sun was just setting, and we just come out of like the droid thing, and Scott was talking to his mom on over the WhatsApp, and I was just sitting there just taking it all in. It sounded nice. It felt nice. The lights were pretty. There was a hustle and bustle of people, which I typically don't like, but it worked. And you hear the droid sounds, you hear this happening. It was the ambiance was really, really cool.
Right. Yeah. And the other thing you're going to see change is the droid factory, because everyone's going to go back in time. So now the focus isn't going to be on like brand new BB-8s and stuff. BB-8 is going to be a concept in the droid factory now. Everyone's going to be, at the point where the BB-8 droid was a concept. So we're going to see different artwork and different renditions of that. We're definitely, hopefully, going to be heavy on things like R2 units, and maybe we'll get gonk droids. I've said this a couple of times because this one really excites me, but I'm hoping if we go back to this era and we see that the droid factory goes backwards in time, I'm hoping we're going to see that original trilogy probe droid that I keep talking about. Everyone thinks I'm nuts about.
What, Dr. Ball?
They know the
What do you
probe
mean
droid.
Everybody thinks you're nuts about
Because
that is
right,
fact.
yeah.
But it came out for a week. You know, it was a big box. It was a big probe droid. It came out for about a week. People got their hands on it in the first week, and then it disappeared. You couldn't get it. Even when you talk to the staff, they're like, huh? Never heard of it.
It's crazy.
Because all they sell right now is the First Order probe droid that you see when you ride Rise of Resistance. So I'm hoping that thing comes back because I want that.
I have my fingers crossed for you because I know you are like the probe droid #1 fan. You were the super fan of the Viper droid.
I love
fingers crossed, dude.
Yeah. So they're changing, but they're also changing Doc Ondars as well. Doc Ondar is going to be a bit younger. The environment's going to going to be able to sell more than just sequel trilogy items in there, which is going to
That's immediately what I was thinking, because I was going to ask you later on about this, but with the merchandise is there. I mean, I remember Scott grabbing a First Order cap, and I'm just thinking that's First Order caps don't really connect as much as maybe more of an original trilogy sort of stuff. I don't know, like badges or something like that. But it gives them a new opportunity to expand their merchandising.
Absolutely. I mean, they've already changed the blue milk. They've now got a different flavor and color blue milk at the milk stand. So they've already changed that. They're going to change the food for sure.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
My question for you guys then, with those changes coming, now obviously this lines up really nicely with the 50th anniversary of Star Wars existing.
Yeah.
So it makes complete sense to have original trilogy focused stuff in the parks. Do you think at some point we will get more prequel focused stuff in the parks?
Who knows? I mean, we definitely got it lined up to get things like Rebels or Bad Batch or something like that in there, right?
Yeah.
We've had most of the Rebels show up. It'd be pretty easy to do that again, right?
Yeah.
But we can expand on shows like Ahsoka. You can get the older characters that we see in Ahsoka in there, right?
I definitely feel like it would make sense if while a show is airing or while a movie is in theaters, they have those characters in the park. So you can watch the show on Disney Plus, or you can see the movie in the theater, and then you can go to the park and see those people that you saw on the screen in front of you. That's such a crazy, just a visceral experience.
And they've kind of done that. You know, they've put certain characters in the park when it's relevant to a show or a series.
It makes sense.
It's a short time appearance, right?
Yeah. That's cool, and it keeps things fresh too, right?
Because to me, honestly, you know, you can be picky about stuff, and we know fans are really picky. But if you don't have the opposing timelines in exactly the same area, it's the same as keeping the princesses away from the other princesses in Disneyland. You know, you don't have a certain character next to a certain character. You never want to see two Cinderellas crossing. So they're very good at keeping the characters away from the characters that shouldn't be in the same genre. So that's what you really need to do in Batuu. Batuu is a place to go and hang and chill and spend time in. Yeah. You don't go there just to meet the characters. So if they bring out a character 1 minute and they bring out another, I'm not going to say, well, hang on a minute, I saw an original trilogy stormtrooper just a second ago. How come I'm seeing that person from Rebels or that person from, you know, well, not even Rebels could be cool. Rebels would tie in really easy because that
would be really cool.
But I don't know. I think bringing special characters out is cool. I'm looking forward to it.
The possibilities are endless, and it's exciting.
But we don't even stop there. They're changing Olga's Cantina too. They're going to bring Olga's Cantina back in time as well. So that's going to change aesthetically. You know, they're going to change things that we see, and all the props that we see in the park are going to start changing.
Are we going to see B. Arthur lookalike?
That wouldn't that
some
be
guy
great?
Drinking through the top of his head, looking.
If you could sell stuff related to B. Arthur, then they would probably bring it back because we've already had Life Day take over the park on Life Day now. Chewie comes out in his red robe. They're selling all the orbs everywhere. We got figures of Chewie, so it's okay to accept the holiday special when it makes money.
Right.
I would throw
exactly
in. I would throw in my application to be the ringmaster and prance around swinging my tail. You know, we get everyone out
Steve
in the
3, new
jugglers.
Disney Parks cast member.
Yeah, put a cod piece on you though. G-rated.
Yeah.
But like that's a good point you bring up, Steve, is at the end of the day, the decision maker is the almighty dollar.
Mm.
So I wouldn't be surprised, like, yes, it lines up nicely with the 50th anniversary, but I also wouldn't be surprised if, they're looking at like money brought in from ticket sales or popularity and various things on Disney Plus, and they're responding accordingly to that. Plus, it's just a content refresh at the end of the day, right? Like you want to keep things fresh and keep it from getting stale.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're looking forward to more than anything. Is this is going to be refreshing,
Yeah.
Totally. One of the cool things. And again, if you haven't been there, you may not know, but if you've probably watched a lot of stuff on YouTube, there is a store over by where Kylo Ren comes out, where his ship is. And there's a store there that sells kind of like the military side of it, the Imperial side of it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And you walk in there and you're quite excited because, well, for me personally, I'm thinking Stormtroopers all the way through. And you get in there and you're slightly disappointed because the stuff that's in there is really not great. It doesn't get you hyped. It doesn't get you to want to buy any of it. Yeah. So they're going to change that store. It's no longer going to be the First Order store. It's going to be owned by, from what I can tell, and I could be wrong. I'm not, I don't have a YouTube channel that knows everything Disney. So I'm sure you can tune in and watch one of those. But from what I've heard, it's supposedly owned by like 2 old clones. So they're 2 old clones, and they're now going to sell all sorts of Imperial military stuff.
That's sick. I love that idea.
I'm looking forward to that one too.
That's the store Scott went in and bought the hat. And I remember going in there thinking, this is really cool, but it doesn't really speak to me. There's not anything in this place I would get. And I was honestly shocked Scott wanted to get a hat in that thing. It was just like, really? Okay.
That's it's whatever appeals to you at the time, right?
Oh, shit. I see you, Dave, in the house.
Yeah. So with that being said, I mean, if you've done it's a good point.
The Star Cruise, Star Cruiser LARP in the parks.
Star Cruisers, you're so immersed into it, you're there, right? So you can do that yourself, though, right? They do have a kind of pseudo interactive thing that goes on with V or Vi, whatever her name is, who's the rebel agent who walks around with the orange jacket and the blue hair. And she walks around the park and she interacts with you. Hey, have you seen any Imperials? Take this code, pass it to so-and-so. Because there's a whole interactive thing you could do in the park if you invest in the wristbands and in the app that you carry around on your phone. You can go and scan stuff and you can play games and you can take imaginary plans over to so-and-so. You can act as a rebel. You can act as an Imperial.
That's cool.
You can already do that stuff, and you can Disney bound, right? As long as you're not wearing a costume into Disney, you can Disney bound as any rebel you want to be. So you can kind of immerse yourself in there.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I wanted to ask you about and bring up was the concept of Disney bounding, where you're not in full costume, but you're basically wearing stuff that is inspired by. Right. Is that correct?
Yeah. So you could go in as a villager or a townsfolk. You don't have to wear a blaster. You don't have to have a lightsaber. You don't have to have all the, gubbins on you. But you could wear a really simple communicator on a jacket or a shawl. You could have your typical baggy pants. You could wear the boots. No one's going to kick you out for that.
See, Dave knows the quickest way to my heart is through Dash Rendar. But 100%, like that would be, I feel like if a day comes where I make it to the Disney parks, I would absolutely want to do that as like a costume enthusiast. Yeah, I would want to Disney bound as something, right? Like just
Jamie, you wait for Halloween.
And like a full pilot is the dream. I feel like that's where you're going.
You wouldn't be able to wear it into. I don't think you can wear it into Disney. I don't think you can wear costumes into Disneyland, but you can wear it into California Adventure where they do the Halloween stuff. You can wear your full. But Star Wars
I absolutely would.
Yeah. Star Wars nights isn't just a couple of nights anymore. It's a couple of months. So you can go in and fully costume up on Star Wars nights.
So there you go, Archer. That's Steve is the information, the font of information for when you can go full Star Wars costume.
Yeah,
which
Star Wars Nights, man.
100% would be the dream. So yeah, that going like full pilot attire would be so much fun.
Well, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Ryan came into town, Brandon came into
Yeah.
town, everyone piloted up, off-duty pilots, so you don't want to carry a helmet around. So we
Yeah.
went in with the leather jackets and the pilot suits, and we
But,
got to
like,
meet
Yeah.
Hera Syndulla was there. They had Hera as a
cool.
character.
That's really cool.
Yeah, like a Disney Parks like cast member as
With
Hera.
Yeah, and with Chopper. So
That's
was
sick.
nice.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was-
I'd lose my shit if I saw anybody from Rebels like standing in front of me. Yeah, I just turn into Donald Glover from Community.
It's fun, man.
Hosenose popped into Instagram. He's got nice things to say. He's calling us nerds. So
Hey, who's watching the Nerd Podcast?
Yeah.
The nerds
Yeah.
or the nerds watching it?
Yeah.
who's not on the Nerd Podcast?
For somebody
right
that
now?
for somebody
He's
that's
too
got
tired.
for somebody that's got no
Next
time to join his friends, he's certainly nerding out watching
Well,
Instagram.
it's nice that he popped in. It's good to see you, Hosnas. We miss you. Miss you in this conversation.
Oh, I've got your Christmas present right there. It's a ornament
Is it a
on
tree?
the
under the
Is it
Christmas tree.
this-
lit up
it's a-
Christmas tree.
It's a lit up tree, but it's he gave me an ornament. It was a was Royal Guards from Last Jedi or something like that. I can't
Oh,
remember what they're
nice.
called. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh,
That's why
the
it's the only
Praetorians.
thing on. Yeah, it's the only thing on the tree because it's not a Christmas tree. It's just a lit
Well,
up tree.
if you put an ornament on there, I feel like that is a Christmas tree.
That was
Rob.
just to honor Steve.
Or maybe it's a Star Wars tree.
No,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
so.
Do you still have antlers on your Adam?
No, see, I took it off
Yeah,
just because I knew you get all.
and the Christmas themed leash on your Adam.
Well, the leash is on there, but I couldn't.
yeah.
He's not toilet
Anyways.
trained yet. Got to take him out for
Rob.
walkies.
I think the only thing I was a little bit disappointed with, because you've got to be disappointed with something, otherwise you're not a real human being in today's society. So
I thought you were going to say real Star Wars.
Star Wars
fan.
fan.
yeah, actually, yeah, you're not a real Star Wars fan unless you're really pissed off about something. But the only thing I was slightly disappointed in, and you can agree with me or not, is that ship that Kylo comes out of is Kylo's ship, right?
Mhm.
It's a first order ship.
Yeah,
Then, by the sounds of it, Ryan was saying this. By the sounds of it, they're not going to get rid of that ship. I mean,
They
there's
invested
obviously a lot.
money in that.
There's a lot of money invested into.
Oh
it.
yeah.
So the smoke comes down and he comes. I would have loved to have seen that disappear, and a shuttle,
You need an Imperial shuttle, right?
Imperial shuttle, get put there.
You
So
just
the
Throw a
smoke
fucking
comes
facade
down.
over it. Just don't take it down. Just put shit over top of it to make it look like
Exactly.
an Imperial shuttle, man. Make
Exactly.
that happen, Disney.
Wouldn't that just be perfect
Yes, that would be amazing.
to recreate that scene where he
Dude.
walks down off of his Imperial shuttle?
Yeah.
Puffs of smoke come
Yeah.
down. Shh.
Give me some Emperor's theme in the background off the speakers.
So that's the only thing I was slightly disappointed about. And I think
Well,
they're gonna
one
if they're
can
not
hope.
gonna get rid of it, they're gonna spin some sort of yarn about Kylo's ship. It wasn't actually a new ship, it was a vintage one, and he hot rodded it, and that's why he had it. So
I
don't
mean, who
The new
knows, right?
hotness.
I feel like the crux is that it's going to be fun to watch what changes happen in the parks
Yeah.
to original trilogyify it. Like it's going to be so much fun. And I say that as someone who probably isn't going to make it to the parks anytime soon. I would love to, but like it's still, as a Star Wars fan, it's going to be awesome and so much fun to watch the original trilogy get some love.
Mhm.
and it's only gonna be at Disneyland to start with.
Oh man,
So-
so Orlando misses out?
Well, yeah, that's just
Shit.
that's just the way it goes, right?
Yeah. And
And
I mean,
don't, if it
it's
works,
probably
maybe
a
they roll it
business
out.
thing to try it out. And like, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So you try it at one location. If it's popular, then you put it over to the other one.
Right.
Like,
Hello,
yeah,
Walt, by the
it's
way.
exciting.
Walt's in the Instagram chat.
I saw
Hi,
Walt
Walt.
in the
Yeah.
chat. How
I haven't
are you
seen
doing?
Walt for the longest time.
Speaking
That's a
of-
name I
yeah, he-
haven't heard in a long time.
Long time.
I think
Well,
he
Yeah.
like
I saw Walt like we saw him like 4 or 5 months ago.
He calls us handsome bastards. Walt, you're
Yeah.
a freaking firefighter, dude. Shut up.
He's on a
I believe
calendar.
he's a fan of Star Wars as well.
Walt has probably been in calendars.
Yeah, I would agree.
Maybe
with
with his shirt up, maybe greased up. Who knows?
that. I think it was the
Spray tan?
Daisy Dukes. That
The
was
Daisy Dukes?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
August, I believe. So,
Yeah, Walt, come clean.
Yeah, he
Don't lie to us.
confirmed it. He says, yes, that was me.
I've seen calendars.
So, there it is right there.
That's the calendar in your bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got the 1995 calendar he's on. Because he's old
it's
too.
Above Rob's bed. Yeah. It's in Rob's
Walt
boudoir.
right now. I know he lives down the street. He's going to come banging on my door. What's that you
Dude,
say?
wouldn't you want that? Dude, just wear the Daisy Dukes. They'll let you
You're the guy on the calendar.
Right? Yeah.
All right, enough about Walt. He's got his glaze already. So there you go.
It's good to see you, Walt. But yeah, I mostly, the reason why I wanted to, I was excited to talk Star Wars in general. It's nice to see the 50th anniversary of the original trilogy coming up. And I wanted to put some positivity out into the world around Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Like, give credit where credit is due. The lady is a Hollywood legend. She basically, like, when she took the reins over from George Lucas, there hadn't been a Star Wars movie for 10 years.
Yeah. And
we got a lot of Star Wars content in a very short amount of time, for better or worse, because of her. Sorry, Rob, go ahead.
No, apologies. Sorry.
I was just going to say, like, the one thing that bugs me the most is I hate it when I see people glazing, to use Rob's parlance, glazing Tony Gilroy, but then hating on Kathleen Kennedy for anything they don't like. So, like, you don't get to love Tony Gilroy for Andor, but then hate on Kathleen Kennedy because you hated Acolyte. Like, that's such a fucked up double standard that just doesn't fly. Like, at the end of the day, Kathleen Kennedy greenlit both of those projects. And then, by all accounts, is hands off and just lets creative people do creative things.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to say the lady's given us a lot of good stuff, for good or bad. I would say it's going to be a step in the right direction. What's happened? I don't feel it's going to make anything worse. I feel it's going to be a step in the right direction because the future is going to tell the story now, right?
Totally.
So I feel that it's a wise decision at 72 to say, you know what? I've done some amazing shit and I'm sick of being called out for everything that people don't like.
Right.
I'm going to go back to what I was doing before and slowly just end my career in a positive way. And I think it's a good decision to make.
Totally.
So,
like, that's one thing I actually did in preparation for this stream. I did
write a card. Have we got to sign it?
Yeah. Did everybody sign the card for Kathleen? And
cake in the break room.
I'm going to need $5 from everybody. We sprung for a cake.
$5.
Didn't tell anybody. Yeah, we're going to need everybody to throw.
We got it the Safeway.
Cupcake and candle.
Yeah, I did save a quote from George Lucas when he was asked before he sold Lucasfilm to Disney about the sequel trilogy that he had planned, that he was writing. Straight up said, "Why would I make any more when everybody yells at you all the time and says what a terrible person you are?" That's straight out of the creator's mouth. And like, yeah, totally. Like, if you're a creative person and people are, it's, again, the vocal minority.
Yes.
Because as Danny DeVito says, money talks and bullshit walks. But money talks. These movies have made billions of dollars.
Yep.
And it's not that vocal minority that's shelling out all that money. It's everybody else who doesn't have the time to go on the internet and bitch about things.
To bring a Simpson reference in there, it's Moe's Tavern. Remember when Homer?
Yeah, you just lost yourself.
You just lost yourself. Wait, what's that, Homer? I can't hear
sorry,
you.
I can't hear you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
You just lost yourself a customer.
Yeah, and there's your Simpsons quote. Take a drink.
I finished my drink. I'm looking forward to some new stuff here. I think I'm really looking forward to the Mandalorian Grogu movie. It feels like it's going back to some of the first season feels.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I miss that first season feels of just like less Mandalorians, more Mando, and I kind of enjoyed that part of the the Mandalorian series. And I mean, yeah, I saw an AT-AT in there and AT-AT drivers and stuff, but it was fun to see that trailer, and it was just
the trailer was awesome.
It was adventurous. It was lots of action, and then you cut it down with a little bit of humor with Grogu again. It's just I want it to be. It was fun. It was nice. I enjoyed the Mando series, but it wasn't as fun as the first season. I want that again.
Yeah, the first season was great for sure. Yeah. Even the poster for Mando and Grogu is evocative of Indiana Jones.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
And like the serial adventures. So like if that's the vibe they're going for, sign me up. Like I will absolutely go to the theater and watch that. I think that'd be a ton of fun.
I see a question here by Apollo 1966 here. Darth Revan, sure. I mean,
100%.
If Keanu Reeves was Darth Revan, boy, you have some great action happening.
I think the dude is a dedicated actor. Like he throws his entire being into a role.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dude's a fucking rock star.
But I don't know anything about that. I mean,
it would be cool if we got some Old Republic stuff in live action or animated, let's be honest. But yeah,
there'll be some giggling happening if Revan popped up. I tell you that right now.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of hardcore fans.
Yeah.
Who want that? So
I like the setting. I like the Old Republic setting.
But the lightsaber will have the wrong tinge of red in it.
Yeah, more of a maroon than a red.
That lightsaber is 2 inches too short.
Baloney.
They're just trying to sell lightsabers at the
his mask is too thin and too long.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to watch it anymore.
That's for you. That's the state of our. It's the post Ewok celebration Death Star 2.
The rebels have strike again.
Yeah. The Ewoks are eating stormtroopers as we speak.
I really want a horror movie of that.
Right?
We were talking
give us Ewok Hunt horror movie. Yeah,
Tags and Binks on
Tag and Bink just surviving, bumbling and surviving.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
It'd be hilarious. So that's one. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I've said for the longest time that we need more of the X-wing pilots. We need more action from the X-wings. We don't get enough of that. We always have to go to the dark side. We always have to go to the Empire because it's cool. And they kill people. But you know what?
Some TIE fighter and X-wing pilots.
But we never got any of those adventures.
No.
We only got one hotshot pilot that we saw perform, and that was Poe Dameron in that one sweeping shot that we got.
Right.
And it was amazing.
It's so
Let's
good.
Get more of that.
Yes, please. Like I think back to there's a very short anime styled video on YouTube. It's like no vocals. It's just like an anime-esque 80s style X-Wings versus TIE fighters. Amazing. Give us that. Or like I'm still sad, and I will be sad until the day I die that we didn't get Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, well,
give me Rogue Squadron.
Like Tony just said, like Starfighter is coming, and if Starfighter leads to something else, that's going to be great. We're also going to get a lot of these guys introduced in the new movie too, right? With Sigourney Weaver taking the place of a general in a Delphi base. A Delphi base is one of the coolest looking bases I've seen in the Star Wars for the longest time. The bar itself, I would watch a TV show like I used to joke Chips in Space, right? Where they all get together around the bar.
Yes.
You know, Mando comes in and makes a guest appearance every now and then.
Amazing.
Carson Taber's divvying out the jobs that they got to do under the table because they can't let anyone in the Senate know. Right. You know what I mean? All that.
Just give us that pilot shit. Those were still my favorite Star Wars novels of all time were the X-Wing books.
Yeah.
There's fucking 10 of them. They're so good.
So much content that you could get on that. It doesn't just have to be. You can still get dark. They can still blow things up.
Yeah.
You know?
The Delphi base does look cool. It has a bit of a Magnum PI feel to it, where everybody's got going on adventures.
Cool. Yeah.
And going back to the bar and just kind of talking to your friends. Okay, on to another adventure.
We've seen how many Rebel bases have we seen? Many Rebel bases. We haven't seen any Republic bases where they haven't got to hide. They haven't got to wear the same clothes. They can just chill out, do a job, come back. What a great environment, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to see a proper Republic army again, other than in the Clone Wars.
Even just like I Steve, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, I would give, God, I would do unspeakable things if it meant we got.
Would you wear a pair of Generation X-Wing pants that are like Speedos and do a calendar shoot with Rob in same Speedos?
Only if Walt was there to direct.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
I agree. Done.
But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Walt
would
there.
straight up, like tarp off, spray tan, greased up.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
100%.
really control myself though if Walt's there. I'm just gonna. It's
Yeah,
kind of
the
awkward. I'm
Speedos,
looking like a compass
don't-
every 5 seconds.
Yeah, they don't need much to the imagination, Rob. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Generation X-Wing Speedo merch when?
oh hell yes.
Boom,
Dave,
Mike Walt. He said,
Yeah.
he's got his, he's in his pink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Walt can be pink shorts guy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
there you go.
That wouldn't contribute positively to Rob's compass situation, but
It's
I
always
digress.
pointing north.
Yeah, I love. Oh yeah, HR is still monitoring the chat. Everybody, best behavior.
Okay, is
I
that
feel like
because
we're
is
way
that-
beyond
okay,
HR territory?
we can include bikinis. So we're all inclusive here.
the
Speedo and
Borat,
bikini
the Steve
No,
classic
so it's
Borat
not-
maneuver.
doesn't just have to be men. Doesn't just
Yeah.
have to be men.
The mankini.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like that's such a great call. We are getting a Starfighter movie with Ryan Gosling. There's also a bunch of other stuff that's potentially coming as well. I say potentially because it can get
Yeah.
shut down at any point.
Yeah.
Like we
That
have.
Ryan Gosling looks like Waterworld, does it not? That
Dude, stop
picture.
talking about Waterworld.
I know,
Nobody
but the
cares.
picture, he's kind of leaning on there. It looks like he's on the steering wheel of the Waterworld ship. I was the first
Yeah.
thing I thought about.
You know why it looks like that, Rob?
No,
Because there's water.
There's water in the photo. Is that why it looks like
I-
Waterworld, Rob?
I don't remember what was in it. All I see is a close up of him and some other
Right.
guy.
Rob
He,
just
d-
has,
he doesn't look anything like Waterworld.
No,
but there
he
I'm
is
not
really
saying
water.
he looks it, but the ship. If you're a
The
Waterworld
ship?
fan like me, you start to recognize the steering wheel. And it
Rob's
does look a bit-
seen Waterworld where it doesn't exist. Confirmed.
yeah, I'm still
yeah.
trying to get the what do you call it, the Virtual Boy game. So
Yeah. The Virtual Boy Waterworld game.
there is a Virtual World.
Oh my god.
Yes.
All I know is of the was it the Simpsons Waterworld arcade game?
Yeah. Took
Yeah.
one step, insert a coin.
Yeah. Insert coin. Take a drink.
Sorry, you were saying about other things coming out.
So yeah, there are a lot of potential things still. Because like again, Kathleen Kennedy was very generous in that interview to talk about stuff that is in development. It's like she said James Mangold turned in a script
Mhm.
that is bold but on hold, and you know
Oh,
it's
I love
true
that.
because it rhymes. Donald Glover has written a script. I wonder what that's about. Steve Soderbergh and Adam Driver turned in a script, which is presumably The Search for Kylo Ren, which is not in development currently.
It's on the back. The official word is it's on the back burner.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
which isn't
Which
search
isn't-
for Kylo Ren. Is this like before?
Well, The Search for Ben
Come
Solo
on,
or
Rob.
whatever. Like, dude, it's not that kind of movie, Rob.
I wasn't. No, honest to God, I wasn't thinking like we
Yeah,
talking before he met Snoke. Is that sort of thing? Or
I don't know. Only Kathleen Kennedy, Steven Soderbergh, and Adam Driver know for sure.
Because I thought he was dead. It's like, what are we searching for?
Dude, that's not how the Force works. It's not that kind of movie. We also have Taika Waititi turned in a script that Kathleen Kennedy said was hilarious. It's like, did he write a Star Wars comedy?
Well, I don't. Here's the thing with him is it doesn't necessarily need to be a comedy. It could be
Or
made funny.
It's fair.
Script, right?
Yeah,
So
totally. Like
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok, the episodes of Mando that he directed, 100%.
doesn't
Yeah,
have to
that's
be a
Free
comedy.
Guy?
That's a
Did
great
he
point.
direct Free Guy, or was he?
No,
just
he
in
didn't.
Free
That
Guy?
was that was Sean Levy.
Sean Levy. Okay, because that was really good.
Simon Kinberg is working on a new trilogy, and she said it's in development, but it's not there yet.
But it's
And
got
she-
strong support from Dave
Yeah.
Filoni
Yes,
and
so
Brennan.
Filoni is on board.
Yeah.
They're expecting basically another draft or another kick at the can in March.
Who is that guy? Sorry, what's his name?
Simon Kinberg.
Yeah, who's Simon Kinberg?
Yeah, you want to do a quick Google? Continue to go down the list.
Berg.
And then, so that's everything that she listed off in there. I did also, one of the things that I I'm happy she included in that interview was her one regret is putting Alden Ehrenreich in the position that she did for trying to fill Harrison Ford's shoes. And what she said was not necessarily the wrong move. It was just too early to do a solo movie with someone else as Han Solo. And she felt bad and regretted putting him in an impossible position.
It's one of my favorites.
So you're saying it was her fault?
I mean, that was a regret that she had, yeah.
So it was her fault for the movie to come out there. We wasted an opportunity of a good movie from a decision that Kathleen Kennedy
made. Whatever. We can, it is what it is. Like it or hate it. I like Solo.
I loved Solo.
The movie's fine as it is. I think that movie can only be considered a failure because of when it released in proximity to a divisive main trilogy Star Wars movie.
But is it considered a failure because it didn't earn the money they wanted it to, or is it considered a failure because it was a failure? Because a lot of people like that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. But
it's one of my favorites of the Disney times. So.
Yeah, me too. But she specifically said that she basically gave Alden Ehrenreich an impossible task by signing him up to be Han Solo. It's like that was interesting. That was a very candid comment.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's fair. But I mean, for what it is, it's great. There's definitely a tumultuous development for that movie.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Allie's in the house.
How you doing?
Hi, Allie.
How you doing?
Allie.
Look, he sold all his toys.
I sold all the toys.
Yeah.
I bought this.
He's changed his ways. It's living proof.
I do like what we got here. Kevin Costner is Dash Rendar in Star Wars Hydro Planet. I think it's got potential.
Star Wars Hydro. I mean, all planets in Star Wars are one biome.
Just
right?
one biome, folks.
Yes. Like it's basically like they're probably on Mon Calamari. It's just a giant ocean planet. It's not Waterworld, Rob.
I'll take it.
Yeah. No,
Kevin Costner as Darth Vader.
No, Kevin Costner. No. Yeah. I feel like we should start wrapping things up.
Yeah.
I mostly just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to put some positivity out into the world for Kathleen Kennedy. She's a Hollywood legend, and like the content or don't like it, the new Star Wars stuff, we got a lot of it because of her in the what feels like a very short 16 years. Holy shit.
Yeah.
16 years.
And it's a very, very changing environment when it comes to movies and TV. We've had streaming services pop up here, there, and everywhere. Movies are kind of like, it's been a very busy 10, 15, 20 years. So
totally. But yeah, I'm excited. I think Filoni is the right guy creatively to be at the helm. Like there's no other choice.
Yeah, I agree. I think I do want to suggest to people to check out one of our last podcasts where we compared the Disney era to the original Lucas era and talk about some of the things that were positive and negative from both eras and how, we do hear again fans not enjoying this and want more of that, but we take a good look at and compare the two and see what actually is good about what's happened since Disney's acquired. And it's not all gloom and doom.
No, there's a lot in there to like. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I really suggest checking out that episode. Don't know the top of my head, but you can find it out there.
Yeah. Again, that's one of my favorite things about just being a Star Wars nerd is even if you didn't like something, like I didn't like Andor. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy that a lot of people did, and I love talking to people that did like it because I like hearing about what they liked about it from their perspective. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking for them to change my mind or convince me that it's the best Star Wars ever, but I like hearing Star Wars nerds be passionate about stuff.
Are you on about season 1 or season 2 or all of it?
I mean, I definitely enjoyed the kind of the last half of season 2.
Yeah, I remember you really enjoying that.
Yeah. You know what? Even I'll give it all of season 2 because the stuff with Bix, on like the farming planet or whatever.
Regardless of what you.
It's great.
It's still good story writing.
Yes,
right?
I definitely thought season 2 was more enjoyable than season 1. So yeah, I'll give you the whole season. But like I'm not upset. I don't think Kathleen Kennedy needed to get fired because I didn't like season 1 of Andor. I'm happy that a lot of people did like it. It's really cool. Yeah. And I like that they're doing different things and not everything is going to be for everybody. And that's okay.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Well, that being said, thank you, Jamie. It's a good discussion. We'll probably put this up on the
Star Wars with me, guys.
We'll probably put this up as an audio episode, so
yeah.
it'll be downloaded soon. I think we'll count this as one of our Gen X-wing.
Is it because of my background?
Yes. Yeah, we don't want to see that.
Yeah, no one wants to see where you are.
Apologies.
Yeah, but let's tell everybody where you can find you. We'll start with Steve 3.
You can find me on Instagram under Steve3D, or you can also find me on Instagram under Shit Spackled Muppet Fart. If you want to see me in person live, you can find me on Saturday mornings doing a show called You Need It, where I unbox a lot of toys, mostly Micro Galaxy Squadrons, and that can be found on the YouTube under the L44 network. And otherwise, just stay tuned in here because I believe we're getting back into movies soon.
We'll talk about that in a sec.
Yeah. So you can find me in a couple of places, or if you're, we can find me in Arkansas. Apart from that, I'll see you guys all soon.
Thanks
for having me, and thanks for listening to Star Wars.
Hell yeah!
I think you just ended our show. Where can we find Hose Nose, Jamie?
You can find him on Instagram under Hose Nose Paints for all your exceptional D&D mini painting needs.
Exceptional.
Fuck you, Hose Nose. Fight me. Your painting is exceptional. Wow, HR's getting spicy.
Whoa.
Time to remove her from her position of power.
But thanks for watching the whole show.
Yeah, she's still there. I mean, she still just feels obligated to screen us for any sausage talk. I feel
outro, though, just to make sure.
But yeah, find Hose Nose for excellent crafting and painting on Hose Nose Paints on Instagram.
Where can we find you?
Oh, right. You can find me right here on the Generation X-Wing Podcast YouTube channel if you're watching us on YouTube. I will be here live tomorrow night, where we will be talking about 2 episodes of The Real Ghostbusters, which I am very excited for. And then every Tuesday right here talking Ghostbusters something or other. I'm running out of stuff to unbox. I've got some I literally have, like, other than stuff that is pre-ordered that I'm waiting on, I have 1 week worth left of unboxing stuff for Ghostbusters. And then from there, I have some ideas. We're going to keep it going, though. So I'll be here every Tuesday talking Ghostbusters shit.
On this show, Ready to Believe.
Yes. And then every other Thursday, right here talking, hopefully more Star Wars, but movies from 80s and 90s and whatever the hell else we feel like talking about.
Yeah, and I'll be joining you tomorrow, right, for the Ready to Believe Real Ghostbusters talk.
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to tell you, Rob. You've been cut.
Oh, well.
No.
So
Rob
this is my last
well.
night on the Ready to Believe show.
No, Rob
I don't have a proton pack, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm now gatekeeping.
But I still have to carry the camera. That's
yes.
the rule.
and the traps.
And
the camera
traps.
and the bag of traps.
And edit the shows.
Yes, and edit the show.
But how dare you want to come on?
Generally do all the logistics and the audio and video editing and uploading.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, now I see what's happened. Hose Nose is learning how to edit. Oh, I see what's going on. You're phasing me out here.
You're being usurped.
Yeah.
Well, you're replacing me with SI. Steve Intelligence here. That's what's going on.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Nope,
not a thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
As for me, Outer Rim Rookie on Instagram, Facebook, and the Outer Rim Rookie, I put out 2 episodes in the last couple of weeks here. It's a it's a guide to costumes. I'm rating my costumes and what costumes you could look at. Sorry, let me try that again. Which 501st, or I'm going to read it from here. Which 501st Rebel costumes is really worth building is how it's titled. And really enjoyed doing this. It was probably one of the harder videos I've had to do because of the amount of editing involved. But yeah, so it's a good 2-part guide to costumes. And if you're looking to build a costume for the first time or the 9th time, I think this will help you in your decision. I really hope so. So it's already got some positive feedback. So there you go. Also, we're going to be doing Fan Expo in about, what is it?
A month?
Less than a month. So Family Day, Valentine's
over the
Day.
Valentine's Day weekend.
There's going to be Ghostbusting happening. There's going to be obviously Star Wars stuff happening. And we're going to have some videos and stuff coming out of that. So that's going to be a ton of fun. If you're in Vancouver Fan Expo, say hello. Come by the booth. Tell them you said you're looking for the goofballs of Generation X-Wing podcast, and they will direct you somewhere else.
They will know
They
exactly
don't want to give
who
us
you're
any
talking
feedback.
about.
And if you're not in Vancouver, just send me a message and wish me happy birthday.
Yes.
Oh, is it your birthday there?
17th of February.
All right. So there you go. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Next episode, this Thursday, we're going back to movie reviews, and we've decided this whole month of January and leading into February, we're going to pick our very first time watchers. So basically we're watching a movie for the first time, and it's my choice for movies, and I've chosen the movie The Last Starfighter. So is that the right? Did I say the right?
I hope so.
No,
I hope so. I think no, it isn't. It's the Navigator. Oh my God!
Flight
of the Navigator.
The title of the movie you chose. I've never seen
Last
Starfighter. Rob, what the fuck?
We saw Last Starfighter. We reviewed that, and I remember getting these confused. Jamie, what did I tell you off air before we started? My brain is fried today.
Didn't I do The Last Starfighter?
Yes, you did.
Yes,
yeah, we're watching Flight of the Navigator. I'm such a doofus. So we're watching that, and I still have to watch that. So I better watch that.
Didn't I do Flight of the Navigator?
No, you did not. I think it's been suggested 1,000 times by 1,000 different people.
Damn it! I thought he was going to go for it.
Are you sure I did? You sure I didn't do that one?
Check the list.
I'll check the list. So basically, for those who weren't there, I just deleted Steve 3. But anyway, so Flight of the Navigator this Thursday. We're going to do that live, and hope you join us there. I'm going to stop talking because my brain is done, and we got to call it. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later, and here comes the outro. So bye.